welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm your host, Brian, joined with the other host,
Karen.
And today we're going to do Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, yays or nays.
Yay or nay?
We did a whole episode last time on just sort of the rock and roll as a super, super high level.
Yeah, like you went through the categories and like a little comments on each one.
Yeah.
Dates. And that's about it.
Just basically going through the Wikipedia and pulling out certain little facts that I wanted to talk about. Yes. There's a whole lot on there that
you did your research a lot.
Very little research, yes.
We don't research anything.
A lot more than we normally do. But today I'm going to give you an artist and I'm going to ask you, do you think they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
Okay.
We'll just see how this goes. Because, I mean, there's some of them we know and we've talked about. And, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. There's definitely some controversy.
Are these metal artists or...
I tried to pick ones that I thought you would know.
Okay.
So we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
We'll start with sort of the king of rock, Elvis Presley. Is he in or is he out?
Yay.
Yes, he is in. It would be kind of weird if he wasn't.
Right. Do they have Win or do you have Win?
He is in. Let me find out exactly when.
Because it started in 1983. Is that what you said?
Yes, 1983.
Yeah. And he died, what, in 50-something? 60-something? 64.
Was it 64? I thought it was in the 80s when he died.
Oh, did he die in the 80s?
Let's find out. He was inducted in 86.
86, okay.
He died 77.
77, okay. We were completely wrong. For some reason, I felt like he died like the year my mom was born. That's why I said that.
So I think this was the first year that people were inducted, even though it started in 83.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was inducted in 86.
Okay.
With like Little Richard, Buddy Holly.
Oh, okay.
Fats Dynamo, Sam Cooke, Ray Charles, James Brown, Chuck Berry, and a bunch of other people as well.
Okay, so note those names in case you say them.
I will not say those ones.
Buddy Holly, we did a whole like high school education course on Buddy Holly.
Yeah, a lot of super early influencers in rock and roll and sort of the establishment of rock and roll.
That makes sense. Okay.
Good that he made it in there. So we have one king. How about another king? Michael Jackson, the king of pop.
Oh.
Is the king of pop in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know Thrillers like Michael Jackson, but yes.
He is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Once as a solo artist.
And
once
and then Jackson 5?
The Jackson 5,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting because he's in the performer category too, I believe, for both of those categories. So when the band gets in, it's all the members of the band. Or maybe not all the members of the band. Interesting thought. So going down to the next one then, Black Sabbath, yes or no?
Yes.
They are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I only know that because when Ozzy got indicted, I keep saying inducted. Yes.
He was already in there once for Black Sabbath. This was his solo career in 2024 when he was inducted.
Yep.
And going back to that list, another member from Black Sabbath, Ronnie James Dio, is Dio in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Either as a solo or as a member.
Yes.
He is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really? Not a solo or a member?
Nope. Black Sabbath is just the original 4 members.
Oh, okay.
And they've had a lot of people rotate in and out, right?
Like, but even Dio's solo?
Even Dio's solo stuff.
Oh, I guess Ozzy just got put in.
Or Rainbow and stuff like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of weird, though, because he was in Black Sabbath. He wrote a couple of the albums. Like, he was the lead singer on a few of the albums, right? So... You thought if Black Sabbath was inducted, he would be inducted as well, but no, he was. Well,
that's interesting. So is it always the first members?
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't.
Oh my god.
Going to
have it consistent.
You would think. Going to the next, Iron Maiden. Are they in? Are they out?
They're probably not in.
They are not in. They've been nominated twice, 2021 and 2023.
But that even sucks if they were just nominated in 2021 and 2023.
Right, exactly.
Like, I would say that they should be in.
One of the founding fathers of metal music.
Yeah, like the oldest metal. One of the oldest metal.
Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Like the British metal bands, right? That influenced so many fucking metal bands today. Yeah. Which is, again, a subgenre of rock, but it's a massive fucking subgenre. So, kind of fucking weird they're not in there at all for any category. But going back to those founding fathers, I believe you know this one, Judas Priest. Are they in or are they out?
Out.
No, they're in.
They're in? Oh,
they just got in a few years ago with Dolly Parton. The weird thing for this for me is they are in for the category, and they were inducted in 2022. They're in the category of musical excellence, which was originally named the Sideman. Which remember, the Sideman is, let me find that again.
That you like aren't actually rock and roll? Isn't that what that means?
Honoring those musicians, producers, and others who have spent their careers out of the spotlight working with major artists and various parts of their recording and live careers.
How is that out of the spotlight?
Right.
That is so stupid.
That's where it's like, it's great they're in there. It's great they were, they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They can say they're Hall of Famers, but at the same time, it's like, no, they should be in the performance category, not the sort of like the back end sort of. And I think when we talked about this in last week's episode, we're like, oh shit, this could be like roadies and techs and your engineers.
Not Judas Priest.
Right. Not the band in the front, in the spotlight.
That's so stupid. I'm sorry. That's stupid.
So they're in, but.
I mean, it's great that they're in, but that's a stupid category.
Exactly.
Like, you 100%. Are in the spotlight. You are one of the biggest names. Like, even if you're not a metalhead or a rock and roll person, like, and you hear Judas Priest, you know.
Breaking the law.
Yes.
Yes. So much imagery from Judas Priest themselves. Like, you know who Judas Priest is when you see it. Like, it's agreed. 100% agreed. Next band, I guess. Moving on. Metallica. Is Metallica my favorite band of all time?
Probably not.
They are in the Rock and Roll.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yes.
Wait, who? Like the whole band?
This is what I wanted to bring up earlier. Let me find them. And I believe they are in the performance category. So like the actual thing. All right. They are in the performance category. Like I said, the members who were inducted, Cliff Burton, Kurt, James, Jason, Robert, and Lars.
Wow, that's a big band.
Cliff is a huge influence on it.
Yeah.
Kirk, obviously, James, Lars, the core who've been there for the longest time, right?
Yeah. It's cool that they have Jason too.
Right, yeah, Jason's in there as well. And they were inducted in 2009. I think Rob joined 2003-ish, right before Saint Anger. And then Death Magnetic came out a year before this. So he was only on there for 2 albums. It's weird, though, thinking about it, because if you look at it from 2024, Rob's been in the band the longest out of any other bass player they've had.
Yeah, but that wasn't close to
no, exactly.
But that kind of sucks when you think about Black Sabbath.
Yes.
And it's only the 4 original. I don't know.
But there's also one other pretty notable name on this list that's not on there.
Oh, wait.
Dave Mustaine.
Oh, Dave's not on there.
And agreed, he didn't, like, he wasn't on the first album, and he was sort of in the band before they recorded it. But in the box that I have down here, like the first, 4 albums or something.
He, wrote so many songs.
Up to Ride the Lightning, he is credited for writing some of the songs on there. They fucking Metallica took his music and kept writing it and running with it and using it up to the second album.
And he's not listed. Is Megadeth in the Hall of Fame?
So that's going to be my next question for you. Is Dave Mustaine in the Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
Probably not.
He is not. Megadeth or him himself.
That's shitty. But not just talking about Dave Mustaine, but talking about the other category of like the writers and text and everything. Well, that's supposed to be the sideman, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's where I think anybody, it sucks that like Metallica made it, but Dave Mustaine didn't, even though his name is on a lot of the music. Not most of the music, a lot of the music.
A few of the early tracks. Yeah. I think there's like maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, I thought we counted like 7 or something.
I'll have to go back and look. I didn't think it was that many.
Oh, okay. But anyways, he was an influence on the music.
Yep.
And his name is on it. But that it's not even that, but it's like thinking of any other songwriter who could have wrote something and isn't in there.
And Megadeth is one of the big 4.
Yes.
With Anthrax and Slayer. Also not in the Rock
I figured
Hall.
Slayer definitely was.
Slayer I could see being before any of the other 3, but at the same time, I don't know, like Megadeth.
I don't feel like Slayer's ever going to make it just because it's Slayer. But I guess Black Sabbath is there. I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
I just have this thing that like society thinks of these bands as like,
and again,
not worthy or not.
And we talked about it last time. There's sort of a shift in inducting the lesser known names for the big names at the time because they wanted to sell tickets to the dinner, the party thing they have. which I guess is like probably a big fundraiser as well.
Yeah, I mean, look at the thing that they had for Ozzy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a sit down, you like kind of like a Grammys type thing. Like you wear your fancy clothes and everything. And that'd be so funny if everybody for Ozzy just showed up in metal shirts and jeans.
Not even the shirt. Yeah. Not like tuxes or anything.
No.
Any case, moving on to the next band. Alternating current, direct current. AC/DC.
Wait, is that their name?
I don't believe so. I might cut that bit out. But let's see here.
They're probably not in there.
But you say no, they are not?
Probably not.
They actually are in the Rock Hall.
That's interesting. I mean, I think that they should be, but it's interesting that, like, who makes it, who doesn't make it. Wait, are they under performers, though?
Good question.
Did you do all your research?
I did not. They are under the performers and not ignited and inducted in 2003. 2003.
Okay.
Next on the list, Mariah Carey.
Probably.
She is not, but she was nominated in 2024 as somebody to vote for. Motorhead.
Probably not.
You are correct, but nominated in 2020. Thin Lizzy?
Oh, yes?
No.
Oh, really?
Also nominated in 2020.
That's such a big influence.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's stupid.
So good. Yeah, agree.
I don't agree with a lot of these.
No, and that's the whole, like, yeah, exactly. A couple left that I want to go through real quick. Johnny Cash. Yes. Man in Black. Yes, he is. Inducted in 1992.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot earlier than I thought, because I thought it would be like 2000s or something after he died.
Yeah, I think like the American albums is where he started having like his third or fourth or fifth resurgence. Like his career was always sort of up and down. Those American albums really sort of like put him in the prime, not in prime, but like that's where I found out about him.
But like think about Johnny Cash and even on bands that we listen to.
Yeah.
And how many bands will either cover a Johnny Cash song or say something about Johnny Cash being an influence on them early in their career. I mean, even Wage War has
their song Johnny Cash.
Yeah. So I mean, it's if he wasn't in, I would be very surprised.
The last one for you today.
Last one, okay.
The Grateful Dead.
Probably.
They are inducted in 1994.
That's fine. I mean, they have their spot.
They are rock and roll.
It's not something that I would listen to.
No, but they are rock and roll. They have had a huge influence. Yeah. So yeah, good thing that they're in as well.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, like you were saying, like new metal's coming up. So if we did, because we're going to have this podcast in 2023, but like if we did this again to see if even one single new metal would be nominated at their 25th anniversary.
All right. Who do you think should be out of all the new metal bands?
Slipknot and Linkin Park.
Linkin Park for sure. I think Linkin Park for sure. I do think Slipknot deserves to be in there as well. I don't think they will.
I think
they're in that sort of Slayer category.
Linkin Park would make it eventually.
Because I mean, they could be like such a huge influence.
Yeah. I mean, and Linkin Park is one of those bands that's not just new metal and just metal or rock and roll. Like everybody knows about Linkin Park.
It made you rethink or redefine what metal is.
Yeah.
And especially new metal, right? They definitely started out with Hybrid Theory as very, very new metal. But as their career advanced and moved on, and with their new singer, how that album feels and what's going to happen with that, it's interesting to see for sure. But Linkin Park's definitely one that I could see getting in, and it should be in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I think so too.
I think Korn, Limp Bizkit, I don't like Limp Bizkit, but in the late 90s,
they
had such a huge impact on rock music and culture as a whole. Like it was sort of, you couldn't really go anywhere without hearing the music or thinking about it, or just like Fred Durst with the red Yankees cap, right? Like it was a style that defined that time. Right, yeah.
Did he have like a wife beater on or like a tank top?
I don't think so.
Or just a white shirt?
I think just a white shirt. Oh, okay. I can't honestly remember. The red baseball cap for sure. Like the bleach blonde hair, and then Korn coming out with the dreadlocks, and those to
System of Down, and like all that around that time period.
There's a lot of new music around. Well, not new. 25 years ago that is now eligible. Tool is another one. Say what you will about Tool. I know you don't like them.
Yeah, but I've tried to listen to Tool more, and I'm coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I don't think a lot of these bands are getting in. It's kind of again, it's the industry aspect.
think about Ozzy getting in now, 2024.
And Maiden not being in.
And Maiden not being in. That's just... it. I guess maybe now I need to go through the list and see who is in, but that's probably going to make me even more angry to be like, wait, how did this person get inducted in 2000 when Ozzy just got inducted in 2024?
Right. Like, again, Dolly Parton, great. She had a huge impact on music itself. And if you're sort of getting away from just rock itself...
Yeah, I tried to think about Dolly's...
Ozzy's had more influence on rock than Dolly Parton did.
Yeah. I was trying to think about...
Maiden has had more influence on rock than Dolly Parton has. So the fact that she's in... And again, I'm not trying to say her music sucks or she's not great. Like, I like her music. I honestly do. But Maiden should be in before she should. Ozzy should have been in as a solo artist before she should have. And I fucking hate Ozzy's solo music because it's been like on the radio nonstop. So... I don't know. We said this last time when we closed out, and I think it's true now of just like, don't listen to what people say is the best or the greatest music out there. Just go find your own music, do your own rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole and whatnot, and you'll find your own shit and talk to other people, see what they're listening to, and give that a shot too. You might like it, you might not, but at least you gave it a try and you're trying to find new things, and that's really the important thing here. Just going out and experiencing music, listening to music, and don't get caught in the same sort of circle. Like, go out and expand your horizons.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, any last thoughts for you, I guess, before closing it out?
No, I don't like the list, but
we'll see if we do another one of these. Maybe every year when they announce the new inductees, we'll bring it up and play another are they in, are they out type game.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, go check out music and just do your own sort of diving down rabbit holes.
Yep. Bye.